Into this video, we're going to be discussing a stock that is about to make a huge move tomorrow. And we're also going to be getting you prepared for a very volatile week. As y'all know, there's some big tech stocks like Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft that are reporting earnings this week. So we gotta get you guys prepared. We're also going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Alright, y'all. Let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the SPY futures. SPY futures, all right. And so far, the futures are red. Am I surprised? A little bit. A little bit. It's right at resistance right here. Right now, the SPY is at 55, 56. And it's struggling right now. Tomorrow, things might be a little bit different. But for now, we're red. Scenario number one is we pull back all the way back to 54.30. Right? Like this. Scenario number two is that we play games throughout an entire week like that, just to allow the 9 SMA to kind of catch up. Right? So, am I a little bit surprised? Yeah, but not really. All right. The price is kind of far away. And big moves happen when the price and the 9 SMA are near each other. So be very, very cautious. This is going to be the type of weeks where I tell you guys to focus more on the opportunities intraday. To focus more on day trading rather than swing trading. All right. So we'll see how long it takes before we break that level of resistance at 55.60. Now, looking at the Nasdaq on the other hand is above that level of resistance, and the fact that it's above it is giving me the indication that it might actually trade in a box like here, and it's actually going to trade above 19,120, right? Which in this scenario would kind of like justify option number two for the SPY, where we kind of just go sideways instead of going straight down tomorrow, right? So back here, I think we're going to consolidate a little bit. The only thing that can really cause the market to like end up super green in the morning is if they report something along the lines of a deal between Trump and China with the tariffs, or if the Fed decide to just start cutting rates early. All right, so these are the only two things that I can take of it and really push the market between now and the open tomorrow. All right, but let's check out the VIX. Let's check out VXX actually. And VXX started continuing to fade. This is Friday's price action. All right, and since the market is going to play games, so I do expect a little bit of a rebound all the way up to 66. And then when the market is ready to make that big bullish move, then and only then we can see VXX drop below 62 and take care of that massive gap below. Keep in mind that the bulls are in control of the market currently, all right? And most of the pullbacks that we're going to see are most likely going to get bought right back up. So don't freak out. The perspective is still bullish. It's just that pullbacks are expected and pullbacks are normal. So relax and pay attention to what the market does and take advantage of those pullbacks. All right. Now, the stock for this video is none other than Domino's Pizza, DPZ. All right. Now, I want to share this one with you because of a huge structure that's on the weekly time frame actually. All right, now on the weekly, what I see a bullish pennant that's cooking. The bullish pennant is right there. It's quite clean. There is no confirmation yet. But there is earnings tomorrow, and with earnings tomorrow we could get that confirmation if the stock immediately jumps up above 530 in the morning. Something that I am cautious about, and I think could happen if we get that massive jump, is a rejection right here just to allow the stock to play more games and cook sideways before eventually breaking out. Because I do think it will break out. Looking at this structure alone, I definitely believe that is going to get out, and the stock itself is going to outperform a lot of the other stocks in the market. Is going to outperform and most likely going to go to 700, and just from looking at this alone. All right, when is it going to get out? I don't know, but eventually it is going to get out. So long-term investors, I'm sure you don't really like, you see this thing and I'm sure y'all just buying in these zones, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. This is where you guys are shining. This is where you guys are accumulating, and that's cool. All right, eventually you're gonna get rewarded because the stock is, it's just setting up for a massive move. It's just not ready for that move just yet. All right, something else that y'all could be looking out for, especially for tomorrow, is a positive reaction, but not such a big one. Like a good reaction all the way up to 500. And then the first 5 minutes, like I always tell you guys with earnings play, the first 5 minutes is key. What we want to see is a green candle that looks like this. All right, we want to see a green candle that looks like that with tremendous volume underneath it. Like we want to see something along the line of like maybe 200,000 in shares traded volume, or even 1 million. The more, the better. And the more we see volume, the higher the likelihood of us seeing a big move all the way up to 530. When we look at the 4-hour time frame, there is actually no. When we look at the daily, there's another structure right here too. Not the cleanest, but it is there, and it is out. Right, it's out. So again, keep Domino's Pizza on your radar. Now let's do an update on one of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. So for those of y'all who watched Thursday night's video, or Wednesday night, or Tuesday night, I've been prepping you guys, telling you guys that I want to get Tesla, that I'm about to get Tesla. I'm just waiting for something very specific. All right, and this was the appropriate entry for Tesla at 258. Congratulations to anybody who was able to capture that move, because that move was massive. All right, so this is Friday. Friday, I set up a stop loss of 259, and I had to hold through this nasty price action. Very disgusting price action right here. I'm just glad they didn't go below 260, because there's a lot of doubt that goes on in my mind when I see this. And the only reason why I kept holding was because that structure right here was so clean. And I was like, there is no way this is gonna fail. There's just no way. And evidently enough, holding turned out to be rewarding for all of us. So I just kept holding and holding. Could I have done better with this trade? The answer is yes. All right. I sold everything. I sold all of my Tesla at 922. When after it reached 271. Even though I told you guys the price target was 277. A lot of people in the Discord did a lot better than I did. So shout out to them. So let's look at Tesla real quick. Let's go to Tesla. I'm gonna give it time to load. So here it is. All right. So we got Tesla on the 5 minutes. Entry here. Exit here. I made a good amount of money on this thing, but I did leave a lot of money on the table, which pisses me off because I knew exactly what was going to happen. It's infuriating. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement here. But if you were able to capture a bulk of this move, congratulations. Where is it going to go next? I think, again, if we don't see any rebound in the futures, the first level to watch for is to drop down to 276. And then if that one fails, the next level down on Tuesday or Wednesday could be 267. Yeah. So I don't know exactly how long it's gonna play games in here. I just know that there's gonna be a lot of games being played. Tomorrow, if the drop is really significant, there could be a shorting opportunity with puts. All right, so keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes out for Tesla. This is not the place to be. Right here, this is not the place to be extra greedy. Like, no, it's really, really not. So watch Tesla for a potential pullback tomorrow. Now, the next one that we're going to look at, the next stock, is none other than the garbage truck. All right, now with the garbage truck, this is Waste Management. It has earnings tomorrow afternoon, and there is a structure on here too. There's a bullish pendant on the chart with no confirmation yet. So what we want to see with this one is a break and the close at near like 235 or above 235. And then that could lead to a positive reaction all the way up to 250. All right. Based off of the chart alone, that's where I think it's going to jump. The garbage truck is very, very resilient. If you don't have, again, long-term investors love this stock. All right. Love this stock because it constantly rises. Whenever there's big crashes, yes, it falls with it, but it recovers fairly quickly and continues this uptrend. So if you do not have this thing in your portfolio, it might be in your best interest to add it for the long term because the garbage truck is undefeated. This really is undefeated. So watch this one for Tuesday morning. Let me see. So it reports after hours. Yeah, so Tuesday morning. I say Tuesday morning because, again, holding anything through earnings, holding calls or puts through earnings is gambling. And the reaction could really, really go anywhere. So be very, very cautious and manage your risk. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow on social media at Paul and Guman and Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.